Yeah,
And so, welcome to the welcome to yet another episode of the IBC interviews. And we have Sonia Kanchan with us today. So, Sonia, welcome to our show. And to begin with, please tell us about your debut book, the first book that you've written.
okay. Thank you so much, first of all, Gulraj, for having me and inviting me to the episode. My debut book is called Echoing a Shadow. It is a collection of poems that I have written over the past 4 or 5 years, and the the idea behind the book, it is a book that talks about love, loss, and life. The
Hmm.
poem sort of reflects that, and it is a collection of around 26 poems.
26.
Yeah, 26 poems.
Okay, so yeah, I was just going through the book. So, it's a 60-page book, given that, you've
Yeah,
written 26 poems. So,
yeah,
each poem spans across a length of 2 pages, approx.
yeah, 2 pages,
Mhm.
yeah.
So
Almost 2 years.
yeah,
Yeah.
so which brings me to my first question: which what actually sort of inspired you to come up with this book?
Okay. So, as I told you earlier, that I've been writing these poems from last 4 or 5 years. Initially, I used to just write them and share with my close friends and sort of on a few social media platforms.
Mm,
And I was told that they were good by a lot of people.
okay.
And the idea of publishing a book never came to my mind. It was just that I was releasing my emotions through these poems,
Mhm.
right? But it was, I think, around in the mid of last year when I sort of had a good collection of these poems,
Mm,
and a few of my friends motivated me to publish them.
okay.
And I was quite scared with the idea because I didn't know how what sort of a response it'll get. But
Mm,
then I realized that maybe
mm,
somewhere someone will find solace in these words. They
mhm,
might relate to it.
mm,
They might find help in it, and that's when I decided to publish them. Decided to write it as a book,
okay.
and because in the moment of darkness, somewhere we find comfort in these words,
Mm,
and that was the main idea and inspiration behind this book, that it might help someone shape their emotions.
mhm. Okay. So, if I may ask, is there a particular thought process that connects all of these poems together?
Yeah, so it is sort of like a conversation.
Okay.
It is a conversation that I'm having with myself, and
Okay.
it is a conversation
Introspection
that
of
I'm
sorts.
having. Yeah, it is a conversation that I'm having with myself. It is a conversation that I'm having with someone who doesn't exist, and it's probably just coming back to me in
Hypothetical
the end.
character.
Yeah, yeah, it is it I won't say hypothetical because I know who am I directing it to.
Okay.
Because I have I faced a personal loss in my life, and after that loss I thought, I was in a very dark space and you don't know how to process these emotions. And that's when I
Mm,
started having these conversations with that, probably that person, but he doesn't exist, right? So basically I'm having these conversations with myself, and I'm trying to talk to myself also, that where are these thoughts, where are these emotions coming from. So yeah, it is the thing that connects all of these points together is the conversation I'm having over the last 4 5 years, over
mm.
situations, over moments, over the life experiences per se.
Okay. So, moving forward, can you take us through one of your poems that you have written? Like anyone of your
Yes.
choice.
Okay. So I'll start with the first, like it is the
Sure.
first poem
Sure.
in the book. It is called uh, let's have a conversation.
Okay. Yeah.
And it is basically it talks about the first moment that you meet someone, and you somehow, just moving from the physical aspects of things, you would want to understand that person, you want to understand them, their thought process, and you want them to understand you. And
Okay. So it's a two-way
since
process,
in
you're saying.
yes, it is a two-way process because you are saying that, like in that, and what I'm trying to say is that let's forget all the fears that we have. because whenever we meet someone, we have these ideas in our head that they might judge us, they might say something, they might be this sort of a person. And what I'm trying to say is,
Perceptions.
yeah, the other perceptions that people have generally when they first time talk to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
And I'm trying to what wanted to say was, let's move beyond this.
Okay.
Let's talk about the real things that exist in our heart, in our mind, in our soul. And our mind will take the conversation, it'll lead the conversation to some places. That's the mind's role.
Hmm.
But let the heart release our inhibitions. Let the heart do start doing the talking, and just let's have a conversation,
Okay.
proper, meaningful conversation between you and me.
So when you talk of a meaningful conversation, what exactly do you
Yeah.
mean by that?
Because sometimes we hide behind our fears. We have uh, everyone has their own certain sort of a baggage, I feel,
Okay.
and everyone has their own journey that has shaped them as a person, and we
Hmm.
generally try to hide it with either sarcasm, or we try to hide it by just generally hiding it and not sharing the real
Hmm.
self. We're not talking
Keeping it
about
to
who we
ourselves,
are.
basically.
Yeah, we're just like trying to not show that side of ourselves, not trying to show that personality that we have.
Okay.
And that is why I say this, that just let's have a meaningful conversation where it is okay for you to be yourself
Oh.
and to
Hmm.
express your innermost self.
Okay. So
Yeah,
from what I've learned, most of your poems are about introspection in that way,
yeah, yeah,
since they are about, talking to the self and
yeah,
just to the person who's standing right in front of you.
yeah.
So, how did the idea come about? Like,
Okay,
how?
the process. Yeah. So when when you so in a journey of loss, you don't know how to, no one knows how to react, and everybody
Hmm,
has their own different perspective, and have their own certain way of expressing themselves, right? So there were a lot of thoughts running in my head,
hmm,
right? And even though if I'm talking to a friend, I'll generally express them that, okay, I'm just was feeling this in this sort of manner or this sort of way,
hmm,
I'm just angry or I'm sad. I would not go to the inner, the deep dark thoughts that I have. And that's when I thought, probably let me just talk to myself, because uh, that is something we don't do. We
hmm,
don't discover ourselves, we don't talk to ourselves, we don't try to understand what emotions. And probably I'm just talking about myself here again, but
hmm.
I didn't dwell deep into what I'm feeling. And that is when the thing I that is when I started writing these poems. I was like, let me just try to understand what Sonia is feeling, and let me just try to put it in words. Let me just
Okay.
try to frame what she's feeling. And probably that is what Sonia's perspective towards life and towards what she's
Hmm.
feeling. And that is how these poems started coming in, because because I couldn't express myself that well to anyone, for that matter. So that
Okay.
is why I have started having these conversations with myself.
Okay. So,
Hmm.
moving ahead, you know, since you wrote poetry, there might be some poets that might have inspired you.
Yeah,
Like, you might
yeah,
not have copied them, but
yeah,
they ought to have inspired you in some way or the other. So, can you take us
yeah.
through that?
Yeah, so I used to read works of Emily Dickinson a lot. I used to read Sylvia Plath a lot. And when actually, I'll tell you honestly, when I thought that I could publish these books is when I sort of became confident about publishing these books,
Hmm.
was when I read Gitanjali last year. I have read it before, but my dad had this
Rabindranath
old
Tagore,
collection. Yeah,
Gitanjali.
Rabindranath Tagore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gitanjali. I started reading it, and I sort of finished the book in a day itself. And I remember it was raining, and I was just reading, and I could feel, I don't know, somehow I just connected to it so a lot.
Hmm.
especially the poem Let Me Not Forget. It's called Let Me Not Forget. So I don't know, but it sort of connected with me. And at that moment, I sort of
Hmm.
realized that let's not be so fearful about expressing ourselves. Let's not be so fearful about giving us a chance. And it is okay to have that
Hmm.
confidence and
Hmm.
have the confidence in your work. And what harm can it get? I was
Hmm.
just like, let's just do it. It's fine. So yeah,
Hmm.
that sort of inspired me to write, to
Hmm.
publish.
Hmm. Okay, so talking of publishing, like since you never got a book published before,
Yeah,
so how was the emotion like to, feel the cover of your book in your hand? Like, how's the
yeah.
emotion?
So initially, I had I had different images of myself holding the book in my head, and I thought of multiple reactions that might occur. But when I was holding the first copy, it came to me, it got delivered to me, and I opened the box and I was holding the first copy, and I could see my name being on the cover. I could see the cover. Cover is I really love the cover. It's beautiful. It's designed
Yeah,
by my
it is
friend.
indeed.
Yeah, it is designed by my friend. So I could see, and I was like, this is my heart and soul, my hard work and sweat coming to life.
Hmm.
And for a moment I was just shook. I couldn't either smile, I couldn't cry, I wasn't sad, I was
So
I
now,
don't know, I was just at loss of expressions.
yeah.
I was like, I can't believe that this is happening. It is unreal. And
Hmm.
it took me a moment to finally acknowledge that feeling. It took me a moment to finally acknowledge that this has happened. And when it did, I did have tears in my eyes to see. But it didn't happen at the very second. It
Hmm.
happened quite later. But yeah, it's a wonderful feeling, I'll say, and it's a wonderful to see that people are showing interest because poetry, like everyone has their own different sort of genres that they
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
attracted to, you like reading, of course. But poetry is tricky because there are different ways in which you can uh, express yourself. There are different ways in which a person can perceive your
Hmm.
perception.
Yeah.
So
It's open
it is
to
difficult to,
interpretation.
yeah, it is open to interpretation. You don't know how people is seeing. People might see it as, what is this sad life, or people might say, what is this beautiful feeling, or people might just say, wow, I relate to this sort of word, which I
Yes.
have experienced in the last 1 month, because it's been a month since it's been live. The people who have read it and the people who have written back to me or wrote and review, everyone like every poem has touched them in a different manner.
Hmm.
And to my surprise, everyone is loving a different aspect altogether, and a
Yeah.
different poem altogether. Not even a single person has appreciated the same poem. Like they have liked the same sort of poem. They've all liked different sort of poem, and they have and a
Hmm.
different part also within the poem.
Hmm.
So it says a lot about people, that how their mind works, and that is why poetry is very tricky. And of course, I was scared that if people will,
Hmm.
if what I'm trying to say would be conveyed. But yeah, I think it's doing quite okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad it is doing good. And since you talked about perceptions,
Yeah,
and different people have different perceptions.
yeah.
So, like, did different things go through your head while you were writing these poems? Because I can see that all of your poems are different, although they might be connected, but
Yeah,
they explore an entirely different side of human emotions.
yeah. So definitely what you're saying is definitely true. So as I'm saying that it was like a journey. It was my journey, right?
Hmm.
And in your journey, you will feel a lot of emotions. You'll feel sadness. You'll feel angry. You'll feel
Hmm.
hurt. You'll feel loved. You'll feel probably good about yourself. You'll feel a lot of different emotions.
Hmm.
And since it is a journey, while I'm having a conversation myself, I'm in different mindsets at every given point in my life. Although it might be connected to a single thought process, it
Hmm.
might be connected to one particular incident or experience, but it is still expressing all the emotions that I've witnessed over the last 4 5 years
Okay.
of being in love, or feeling that loss, or feeling hurt, or feeling sad, or feeling anything, with all the emotions that I can feel or a human being can feel at different points in my life. So
Hmm.
while they are connected, they're also not connected in a way, because it is about a different, it is when I'm going through a
Experience.
different experience or different mindset when I'm, or where I am, or I'm, if I'm meeting someone or I'm at some
Hmm.
place. It actually quite it was also dependent on the situations I was in, apart from
Yeah.
just
So
one
it's
experience. It was
subjective, is what
dependent.
you're trying to say.
Yeah, it was very subjective. So yeah, while it was, they were connected, they were also expressing different emotions that I was going through in life.
Okay, okay. So, if you were to describe your book in, say, one word, in, say, an emotion, what would it be? Like, I know it's pessimistic, but still.
I it will be this is my belief, and people might, like, I don't know if everyone agrees to it, but I think love is something that consists of
Okay,
all emotions.
okay.
Love, I feel love is the umbrella which has all the emotions
Yeah, a
within us.
myriad of
And
emotions within it.
yeah,
And
it is within it. So I feel it is about love, because love has everything. Love has loss, love has sadness, ex- love has happiness, has everything.
hmm,
So if I have to give it a, I wouldn't want to do it, but if I have to, I'll say it's
hmm. Your poems, the way you talk, it reminds me of, two people. One is Percy Shelley, and the second one is
love.
Pablo Neruda,
Oh,
who
yeah,
talked about
I like to.
introspection. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
one
Pablo
of
Neruda
those.
did talk about introspection in one of his poems, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So, which brings me to my next question, that, if you were to describe poetry in one word, in your own opinion, what would it be?
Hmm. I think it'll be release of inhibitions.
Okay.
I know it's not one word, but it will be a release of all your inhibitions that you have. It is about fighting, loving, hating, expressing, expressing the anger. It can be towards anyone. It can be towards yourself. It is just that I find poetry a release of inhibitions.
Okay.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. And since this is your first book, so any tips that you'd like to give to, aspiring writers or those who might be sort of compiling their poetry collections? And
I'll I'll just I'll just say that have faith in the process, because I think everyone who is a writer or who writes even poetry or any sort of writing, there are so many different things that go in your head,
hmm,
like multitude of things that go in your head, and sometimes you go in a space where you find it very difficult to put your words down. So instead of, I'll just say, don't get frustrated, because I've been through that. I've been frustrated a lot, even while writing poetry, because I couldn't find the right word or a right way to describe certain things, or
hmm,
to describe a situation. But what I did was, I just, after that frustration, I realized that I need to give my give my brain also some space.
hmm.
I know my heart has a lot of things to say, but my brain also needs to process it.
Process them,
So
yeah.
I'll just, yeah, because you have a lot of things inside your heart, but the brain cannot process all these things. So I'll just say, have faith in the process of
Hmm,
your being. Just have some patience, and don't be. I'll just say, be confident.
hmm,
Be confident is one, because sort of we tend to value ourselves in other people's with other people's opinions, which I realize that shouldn't, and which I think doesn't matter. You should have faith in yourself and just have confidence in yourself, and you'll you'll get there. You'll be
hmm,
somewhere at least.
hmm, hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So this pretty much concludes the interview, Sonia, and
Okay.
congratulations on the release of your first book.
Thank you
And
so much, Gulrajan.
hmm, and I hope we get a copy soon enough.
Yes. Yes.
I believe the book has hit the markets, and
Yeah.
wish you all the success for the book, and
Thank
you
you.
know hope to read many more poems from you in the
Yeah.
days to come.
It,
So
yes. It was lovely chatting with you, Gururaj. Thank
Mm.
you so much for doing this.
Mhm.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much for having me here.
thank you so much, Sonia, for taking out time.
Yeah.
Yeah.